Good morning, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Thursday morning, October 6th. We are looking at Window Trader's market profile of the ES and SPY. Told the room last night, and again, I think I said on the video last night, that you're going to need your hard hats this morning. We had a tremendous range yesterday and not much to lean on, right? No single prints held for us. The only one that held single prints was triple Qs. Okay, they had one or two little pennies down here. Look at their overnight low. Got right below it, and now they're above it for now. So all of us have some real tremendous ranges with nothing to really lean on. So I expect some majorly chop to start this day, especially with the fact that the job number is out tomorrow morning. We're in a two-day balance. I'm not saying we won't come out of this two-day balance. We certainly could, right? I don't know which way it would be. But it also wouldn't surprise me if we chopped around and maybe just stretched the balance a little bit on either side until they get this number tomorrow. I said yesterday, somebody in the room pointed out it was an excellent point. A's high, look where we're trading right now. It turns out to be half back from yesterday. But A's high is where change attempted to take place. What does that mean? The market attempted to spike above it in G. Now, I won't use a price spike till J period, J and later, because that's later in the afternoon. But G period did take out the day's initial balance on the upside after we took it out to the downside. And guess what? We never saw it again. We filled the single prints in H, but that's all they did. And in the remainder of the day, we traded above it. Now look where we are. So this is kind of a line in the sand for me. If we stay above A's high, we should trade in. It's not a double distribution, but it kind of resembles one. So if we get acceptance above A's high, we should stay in the upper end of yesterday's range and keep testing the 3,800 level. If we get acceptance below A's high, well, then again, we're going to trade in the lower end of yesterday's range and possibly go and test that gap again. So that's kind of the line in the sand early. Once we get more market-generated information, then we could lean on that. But for now, I have a feeling there's going to be tremendous chop back and forth through it. Don't get cut up. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Overnight high right now in SPY is 378.62. Overnight low is 375. ES's overnight high 1950. Overnight low 63.75. So, I mean, just what I just said, what could possibly be the game plan right here? I think it's really a wait and see. I mean, depending on where the overnight low turns out to be, if you push down to it the first time, can you take a long against it? You can, and use value low as your out. You can do that, because a lot of times they front run the overnight low. So I don't have a problem with that, and use value low as your out. As far as a short, again, I'm not recommending shorting against half back in A's high to see if we stay below A's high. And I'm also not recommending if you open above half back in A's high to take a long against it. I do think we're going to get a lot of chop back and forth through it. Let the market form. See where the opening is. We know how important the opening is, who wins it. Another thing to keep in mind, we're 11 wide up here. Okay, now that's not as wide as we've had in the past, but it's still a fairly wide overnight high. So do they go and test again above the 3,800 level? Let the market form start painting its picture. In this trading room, you're going to get that the entire day while this profile is being live streamed. And then on the chart, again, I want to thank everybody for liking these videos and subscribing to this channel. Here we are. We said it last night. Here is your two-day balance. We come out of it to the upside. We will test and get to the 20-day moving average and then attempt to see if we're going to get our new high, lower high. If we come out of it to the downside today, at some point this gap would most likely fill and the daily would go back to down. Good luck trading today, and we'll recap at 4 p.m.